So I'd forgotten to make a completed video for all my outlets renovations, so we'll do that now. So coming out of the junction box here, we have one line of conduit that goes over the top of the bench. There are 5 outlets, 5 duplex outlets, all on the one circuit. They go over here, and then in behind the computer monitor here is 2 duplex, specifically for the computer and the speaker and stuff, so then there's no extension cords or anything, and everything's right there, custom made, custom designed, right where you need it. So all this up at the top is one circuit. Then on the front of the bench here, we have special circuits. The white outlets on the front are all one circuit. The grays are a separate one, and I'll go over that in a second. So we have 2 duplex white ones here, a gray one there. In the middle here we have some more whites. And on the very end here we have a white and a gray. So the white on the front of the bench is all one circuit. And then the gray is going to be a dedicated circuit. So what that means is I'm only going to have one thing plugged in there at a time, so it can draw the full 15 amps of the breaker. There are 2 outlets, so that if I'm working something here, I can plug it in. If I'm working something there, I can plug it in. But there will only be one thing plugged in at a time. Again, in the other video I said, even though there's a lot of outlets, the point is not to have something plugged into every outlet at once, because obviously that would trip the breaker. The point is so that if I'm working here, I can plug something in there. If I'm working on the ground here, there's an outlet right there. If I'm working here, outlets there, outlets up on the bench. If I'm working on something electrical here, plug in there, something else here, plug in there. Just within arm's reach, so you don't have to get extension cords, you don't have to fumble and try and move all your stuff close to a receptacle. It's just right within arm's reach, easy to get to. There's also a separate circuit for the furnace, the exhaust fan, and the outside light is on one circuit. I'm going to expand that one to have 2 outside receptacles to plug in cars and for working outside with a table saw or different stuff like that. Right now there are no outlets outside, so that's partly why I did the 2 duplex here, so you can run extension cords out. But then I'm also going to put an outside waterproof receptacle outside for plugging in cars and stuff like I said. The lights are all on one circuit. There are also 2 duplex receptacles over there that came with it pre-installed. We expanded that one with the other cable that goes over to another outlet for the garage door opener. Before, the garage door opener just had an extension cable, a blue block heater cord, that came down, looped over the rail there, and plugged into the outlet there. Yeah, so I ran it up there properly, ran it into another receptacle out there, so it's all professional. Also, the button for the garage door, when we moved in, was just hanging down off that rail again. So I stapled it all properly and put it all just right by the door where it's supposed to. The exhaust fan, I wired in, this is the hot switch, wired it in with this circuit here, so then when you flip this on, then a 16-inch louvered exhaust fan turns on. Got it for about $100 on Kijiji. Already had all the wires and everything, so $100 and 1.5 minute changeover time for air, so that's pretty good. Along with the light circuit there is another cable that comes down that goes into that outlet down there. That outlet is switched with the lights, and it was specifically designed for these LED tape lights, so that whenever you turn off the lights, these lights go off, and whenever you turn on the lights, these under-desk lights turn on. It's just out of convenience, instead of having to plug it in and unplug it and remembering to do all that. And last but not least, we have our 30 amp 250 volt receptacle. And I'll be plugging a welder into that very shortly.